Lab. Guys, good morning, guys. So last session we started and we discussed a few of the topics in Java, right? So what are the topics which we discussed in the last session? So last session we discussed about variables and what does it mean by variable? Variable is the container which is used to show the values. Variable have two parts: variable declaration, variable initialization. Variable declaration, we are going to declare variable name and the type of value we want to store inside the variable. And variable initialization meaning we can assign the value into the variable. We can assign the value into the variable. Okay. Variable content, there are two parts, guys. One is the variable declaration. Second one is the variable initialization. Variable declaration and variable initialization. Okay. I hope this is visible for everyone, right? Next, so after the variables, we discussed about data types. So what does it mean by data types? Data types are used to specify the type of data. In Java, we have two types of data types. One is primitive data types and second one is non-primitive data types. Second one is non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types. So, and again we discussed about the primitive data types. What does it mean by primitive data types? Primitive data types are the immutable. We cannot change the value. We can hold only single value. And in the primitive data type, there are we have the different groups actually based on its return type. There is integer, and next I would say decimal, and next I would say character, and next boolean. Boolean, integer, decimal, character, and boolean. Again, integer have again four types: short, byte, and int, long. There are four types. All purpose is same to store the values only. Only the difference is size. Only the difference is size. Short purpose, byte purpose, int purpose, long purpose. All the data types purpose is to store the value only. The difference is only size, guys. The difference is only size. Okay. And default values for the short, byte, int, long is the 0 only. If you don't initialize any values with these data types, then JVM will provide default values. Next, we discussed about decimal. In the decimal, we have the double and float. Double and float. So this is 32-bit sizes and this is 64-bit, and which is used to store the decimal values. Decimal values. The default value for the double is 0.0D and the default value for the float is 0.0F. 0.0F. Next, characters. If you want to store a single character, then we have the data type, that is the char. You can, whenever you are writing the character data type, single quotation is mandatory. Single quotation is mandatory. The default value for the character is the null value, guys. The default value for the character is null values. And again we have the boolean. Boolean, where actually the default value for the boolean is false. Okay, false. So it will return either true or false. Boolean, it will return either true or false. Next, okay, in the non-primitive data types we have class. Okay, we have class, and we have string, and I would say arrays and collection. These are called non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types also called as user-defined data types. User-defined data types. Okay. Non-primitive data types also called as user-defined data types. So with respect to, if you go with the only data primitive data types, we can able to store only one value. We can able to store only one value. For example, now I want to store the student marks, like I would say subject 1 equal to some value 89, and subject 2 equal to some 98. These are the subject marks. If I go with the primitive approach, so for one student have the 6 subjects, I need to take the 6 times of the variable. Are you guys clear with my statement? I need to take 6 times the variable. If I take like this, multiple, we are creating multiple variables, meaning we are allocating the memory, right? We are allocating the memory. This is primitive data type approach. If you go with the primitive data type approach, it can hold only single value. So to overcome these issues, we have the non-primitive data types. So regularly we will use non-primitive data types regularly. Okay. I hope this is clear. So in the last session, this is the summary. These are the topics which we discussed in the last session: variables, data types, and again, data types have two types, uh, divided into two types: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types. Next concept we have identifiers in Java. Identifiers, Java identifiers. Identifiers, what does it mean by identifiers? Identifiers meaning all Java components required names, guys. All Java components required names. Required names. All Java components required names. Okay. So we will use identifiers. All Java components required names. We will use we will use identifiers. We will use identifiers to access classes, methods and constructors. Okay, all Java components require names. We will use identifiers to access our classes, methods and our constructors. Our constructors. Okay, whenever you are giving the identifiers, there are some rules, guys. There are some rules while giving the identifiers. There are some rules. There are some rules. What are the rules? The first rule is any identifier we cannot start with the number. Any identifier we cannot start with the any identifier we cannot any identifier we cannot start with the digit. We cannot start with the digit. Digit meaning, for example, if you want to take the class name, public class demo, usually we will write the demo class like this, right? But this is the identifier. Are you guys clear with my statement? This is the access specifier, class is the keyword, and demo is the class name, and this is the class name. Any identifier, this class name is also called as identifier. Any identifier we cannot start with the digit. If I write like this, this is the valid. This is valid. Okay. So the same thing, the same scenario I am taking. If I write like this, I can mention demo 1 2. This is invalid. Any identifier we cannot start with the digit. Any identifier we cannot start with the digit. Any identifier we cannot start with the digit. Are you guys clear with my statements? Are you guys clear with my statements? Are you guys clear with my statements or not? Any identifier we cannot start with the digit.
digits.
Next point is we cannot use special characters. We cannot use special characters. Special characters. We cannot use special characters instead of dollar and underscore. Okay, only these two symbols are allowed in Java. So apart from these two, if we use any other special characters, then obviously it will throw the error. So I will show you, like public class, the class name is, I can say, demo, and from here to here this is the scope of the class. And now where I can give, like inside I would like to take the variables. And if I write the like variable like a mobile bill, if I write like this is valid, this is valid. So apart from this symbol, if I use at the rate, this is invalid. Why? Because at the time of giving the naming conventions, you should use only two special characters. One is the dollar and second one is the underscore. One is the dollar and the second one is the underscore. These are the two words, guys. First one is the all characters in lower case, and the second one is the first character in uppercase. But according to the Java, this will be treated like as the variable, and this will be treated like as the class name. This will be treated like as the class name. This matters. Everything is matters. So what does it mean by identifiers? All Java components required names. We will use identifiers to access our classes, methods, constructors, and identifiers. There are some rules to write the identifiers. The rules is any identifier we cannot start with the digit, and we cannot use special characters instead of dollar and underscore. Dollar and underscore, and Java is the case sensitive. Java is the case sensitive. Okay, whenever we are giving the naming conventions, everything is matters. Capitalization and naming conventions, everything is matters. Everything is matters. Are you guys clear with my statements? So after that, there is a concept we have Java naming conventions. Java naming conventions. This Java naming conventions also called as Java naming standards. Naming standards. Java naming standards. So Java naming standards. Java naming standards. Whenever we are giving the names, naming with respect to class. So with respect to class. So the first with respect to class, class name contain number of words. Class name contain number of words without spaces. Without spaces. Without spaces. Okay. Class name contain number of words without spaces. Next one is if class name, if class name contain number of words, number of words, number of words, first word, first word, first character, first character can be in uppercase, can be in uppercase, number of words. If class contain number of words, first word, not first word, all words, first character can be uppercase. First character can be uppercase. The syntax for the class naming conventions. Normally you can take public class and demo. I can say mobile, demo mobile. If you observe here clearly, there are two words. There are two words. Demo is the one word, mobile is the one word. So what I said here, if class name contain number of words, all word first character can be uppercase. First character can be uppercase. So I will give you one more one more other example. For example, here I am taking public class, and I can take like some employee details is the employee details, employee details. Okay, and from here to here this is the scope of the class. If you clearly observe here, there are two words. Employee is the one word, and details is the one word, right? And so according to the standard, if the class name contain number of words, first word can be uppercase. Every word first word can be uppercase. Every word first word can be uppercase. While writing the Java program, these are the naming conventions we will follow. Okay. If you not follow the naming conventions, and you are keeping 4 years of experience and you joined in the company, and they can easily identify you by writing your code. However you are writing the code, they can see and then they can easily identify. Okay. So make sure whenever we are writing the Java programs, we should follow the standards. We should follow the standards. So already I shared one document, right? Java document already I shared with you. This is the Java document. Any developer, they compulsory, they every developer, they will depends on this
Actually, we
document
don't
only.
have.
They can do.
Yeah, you can share it with us.
Is my screen is not visible?
It was
It's
lagging
visible.
through loading.
I think some network issue. I thought the live is coming or not. Live is going. So meanwhile, I can do parallelly recording as well. This is the document, guys. There is a packages. So in the last session, we discussed about the program structure, right? So in that we discussed about the package word. What does it mean by package? What does it mean by package? Package meaning collection of programs. Collection of programs. These all are the packages. Collection of classes. So if I open any package, these are the classes. You guys, can you please observe? These all are the class names. How they are followed the naming conventions. Buffered input stream. Buffered is the one word. Input is the one word, and next stream is the one word. There are three words. Every word first character can be uppercase, and next buffered output stream, buffered reader, buffered writer, byte array input stream. So however they implemented Java classes, similarly we are also implementing our own classes, but the standards is the same. However they follow the standards, in our case also we will follow the same standards. This is with respect to class. This is with respect to class. Next one is interface. Next one is interface. So interface can contain number of words without spaces. Interface contain number of words without spaces. Without spaces. Next point is, if interface contain number of words number of words every word first character first character can be first character can be uppercase same. However we follow the naming convention for the class, the same naming convention we will follow with respect to interface as well. Syntax for the interface is public interface keyword, interface and interface name, like I would say some mobile mobile demo, and this is the scope of the interface. Mobile demo. And here class we can declare by using class keyword, and interface we can declare by using interface keyword. Okay. The same thing you can write a few more other examples as well. I can say interface like a demo, like demo some recharge. Recharge is the some class name, and this is the scope of the interface, and interface name is the demo recharge. There are two words. Every word first character can be uppercase. Every word first character can be uppercase. Are you guys clear with my statements? So in the document also I can show you. However, they followed the naming conventions with respect to interface. These are the classes. If you scroll little bit up, this is the interfaces. You can clearly observe how they followed the naming. Data input. There are two words. Data is the one word. Input is the one word. And data is the first character they followed as the uppercase. And input also they followed as the uppercase. Guys, is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. And these are the different interfaces. If interface contain number of words, every word first character can be uppercase. Every word first character can be uppercase. Are you guys clear with my statement or not? If interface every word first character can be uppercase. However, the naming conventions we followed with respect to class, the naming conventions we will follow with respect to interface as well. Interface as well. This is with respect to class and interface. Next, we will go ahead with variable. Variable. What are the naming conventions for the variable? So the first one is variable can contain number of variable can contain number of words without spaces, without spaces, without spaces. Second statement is if variable contain if variable if variable contain number of words, variable contain number of words, if variable contain number of words, first word all characters, first word all characters can be lower case, lower case. Okay, from second word onwards, from second word onwards first character, every word first character can be uppercase, first character can be uppercase. Uppercase. Are you guys clear with my statement or not? Variable name can contain number of words without spaces, and if variable name contain number of words, first word all characters can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. Every word first character can be uppercase. Like here I will show you the syntax for the naming conventions for the variable. For example, here I will take the class name is some demo is the class name. Okay, and this is the scope of the class, and here actually I would like to mention the variable name. The variable name is like int some bill, like phone bill equal to some 899. This is the variable name. If you clearly observe here, there are two words. Phone is the one word, and the second one is the bill. So according to the naming conventions, if you guys see here, if the variable name contain number of words, the variable contain number of words. First word, all characters can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. Every word first character can be uppercase. Are you guys clear with my statement? Int is the data type, phone and bill. Phone and bill. Next, I will take like a demo. Um, some I would like to write some medical bill equal to some 2000, 2999, 2999. If you clearly observe how many words are available, 1, and this is the 2, and this is the 3. This is the 3. This is the 3. If variable contain number of words, first word all characters can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every character can be uppercase. Okay. M capital, B capital. There are 3 words. First word all character can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. There are 3 words. Demo is the one word, medical is the one word, and B is the one word. There are 3 words. The variable name contain number of words. First word, all characters can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. Every word first character can be uppercase. This is the naming conventions we will follow with respect to variable, guys. Are you guys understood what I'm saying? Are you guys are following? Next one is the methods. Methods. So the first point with respect to methods is methods can contain number of words. Method contain number of words. Number of words without spaces. Number of words without spaces. Without spaces. Without spaces. Okay. If method name contain number of words, number of words, if method name contain number of words, first word, all characters can be lowercase. First word, all characters can be lowercase, can be lowercase, can be a lowercase, and from second word onwards, from second word onwards, every word, every word, first character, every word, first character can be uppercase, can be uppercase, can be uppercase, can be uppercase. So whatever the naming conventions we follow with respect to variable, the same naming conventions we are following with respect to method as well. With respect to method as well. The syntax for this one is syntax for this one is, I would say, there is a public class and a demo, and from here to here this is the scope of the class, and the method name is public void m1 is the method. Normally I am taking m1 is the method, and from here to here this is the scope of the method. This is the scope of the method, and here also I am taking some mobile recharge is the some method name I am taking. And if you can clearly observe, there are 2 words, and there are 2 words. Mobile is the one word, recharge is the one word. If method name contain number of words, and every word first character can be every first character can be lowercase, first word can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. So here the naming conventions for the variable and method is the same. Only the difference is parenthesis. If we define the parenthesis, then it will be treated like as the method. If you not mention the parenthesis, then it will be treated like as the variable. Variable. That is the note point I am writing here. Note point is the naming conventions for the variable, naming conventions for the naming conventions for the variable and method is the same. Is the same. Only the difference is only the difference is only the difference is parenthesis, parenthesis, parenthesis. Okay, parenthesis meaning this one, round braces, round braces. Okay, if you defined with parenthesis, then it will be treated like as a method. If you defined with parenthesis, parenthesis, then it will be, then it will be it will be defined. If you define with parenthesis, then it will be treated like as method, treated as method, treated as method. Are you guys clear with my statement or not? The naming conventions for the variable and method is the same, guys. However, we follow the naming conventions with respect to method, with respect to variable, the same rules we have to method as well. What are the rules? If the variable contain number of words, first word can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. With respect to methods also same. If the method contain number of words, okay, if the method contain number of words, first word all characters can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. Then what is the difference between method and variable is parenthesis. If you define with parenthesis, then it will be treated as method. If you not defined with parenthesis, then it will be treated like as normal variable. Normal variable. This is clear, right? With respect to variable and method, only the difference between the variable and method is the parenthesis. If you define with parenthesis, then it will be treated like as the method. If you not define with the parenthesis, then it will be treated like as the, then it will be treated like as the variable. Okay, then it will be treated like as the variable. This is with respect to method. Next, we have packages. Packages. So packages can contain number of words, contain number of words without spaces, and if the package contain number of words, number of words, all words, all words can be lowercase, all words can be lowercase, and all words we can separate by using dot. We can separate by using data, by using data. Okay. So the package like a java.lang package, java.lang package, and java.io package. So these all I will show you according to the document as well. So I will take any file. This is the class I am going inside, and inside the class there are methods. These are the methods. What is this method name? Create new file. This is the method or variable? This is the method. How I am saying method? Parenthesis. Okay. How many words are there? There are three words. Create is the one word, new is the second word, and file is the third one. There are three words. What I said, if method name contain number of words, first word all characters can be lowercase. From second word onwards, first character can be uppercase. So according to the our standard, like whatever we discussed, it is also same or not? Yes, same. If you can see here, create temp file also same. Anywhere, anywhere, any Java domain, any project, everybody they will follow the same naming conventions. Okay. Any Java project, any use of laptop, like 8 years, 10 years, 14 years, anybody, everybody, they will follow the same standards. This is the JDK, I would say, Java team, they provide to us the document. So you can see here, however that is implemented. So similarly, we will also writing our methods. We are following the same standards. However, they follow the standards. We are following the same standards. You can take any method also the same. Any method is also same. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Next one is packages. I'm scrolling little bit down. These are the packages, guys. These are the packages. If you can see here, there are there are two packages, Java and there are two words, Java and SQL. Every word, all characters can be lowercase, and we are separating the two words by using dot. So however, we are giving the naming conventions for the packages. So if you want to give the package naming conventions for the package, all if it contain number of words, all words can be lowercase, and we can separate by using dot operator. We can separate by using dot operator. We can separate by using dot operator. Okay. Next we have constants. Constants in Java. Constant meaning fixed values. Fixed values. Fixed values also same. If constants can contain number of words. Constants contain number of words. If constant contain number of words, number of words, every word all characters can be every word all characters can be uppercase. Uppercase. Okay, the syntax for constant is uppercase. Like string is the data type. I can say some company name. Okay, so in that case you can mention like as company name, company name equal to such. Okay, this is the constant value. Constant value meaning fixed value. Constant value meaning fixed value. If you define any constant value, then that constant value will follow the naming conventions. Whenever you are seeing the code base, so by seeing the itself, you can easily identify this is belong to constant, this is belong to variable, this is belong to method. How you can identify based on the naming conventions. However, Java team they followed. So similarly, we are also following the same naming conventions. These are the naming conventions you should keep in mind, guys. Okay, what are the naming conventions we discussed? What is class? What is class? Class name can contain. So all of you statements. Class name can contain number of words without spaces. Next one. If class name contain number of words, all words first character can be uppercase. This is the syntax. Okay. Next, with respect to interface, interface contain number of words without spaces. Next one. If interface contain number of words, every word first character can be uppercase. First character can be uppercase. Next, with respect to variable. With respect to variable, right? Variable can variable contain number of words
Contains number
without spaces.
within
Without spaces. Next one. If variable contain number of words,
of words that
first word all characters can be lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. Every word first character can be uppercase. Okay. Next, this is the syntax. Next, with respect to methods. All of you, please. Method contain
contains number
number
of
of words without
without spaces.
spaces. Next one.
If method name
Method name
contains
contain
number of words,
number
first
of
word
words.
all
First
characters
word all
can
characters
be
can be
upper.
lowercase. From second word onwards, every word first character can be uppercase. Every word first character can be uppercase. This is with respect to methods. Next,
Uppercase.
note point is the difference between the naming conventions for the variable and method is only parenthesis. If you define with parenthesis, then it will be treated like as the method. If you not define the parenthesis, then it will be treated like as the variable. Variable.
Okay.
Next, Packages. Package contain number of words without spaces. And if package contain number of words, all words can be all words, all every word can be lower case. Okay, all words you can separate by using dot operator, java.lang and java.io. These are the examples. Next, where we have the constants. Constants meaning constants contain number of words. If constants contain number of words, every word, all characters can be uppercase. Characters can be uppercase. Every word, all characters can be uppercase. Okay. This is the naming conventions. Now I will show you one project, and you can identify what are the variables. And guys, this is visible.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
First, what is this?
I,
This is the package statement. Okay. And what is this? Guys, what is this? Hello world model. And what is this? This is the class variable or what? Huh?
class declaration. Class
This is the
declaration.
class name. Okay. Next,
Class that
what is this? This and this and this. What is this, guys? And what is this? What is this? And what is this? What all this?
Variable.
This is
variables.
variable. Huh?
Variables.
Exactly. This is the variable.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
the variable. Okay. Next. Uh, what is this? What is this, guys? Guys, is my screen is visible or not? What is this? I said if you defined anywhere with parentheses, then that is method, right? Guys, online people, is my screen is visible? This is variable or
Yes, sir.
method?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is variable or method? This is the method. And this is variable
Method.
or method?
Method.
This is
Yes, sir.
also method. Okay. Any program and get message method. There are two methods. There are two methods. And this is the package statement and this is the import statements. So in the last session, we discussed about the Java program structure. Okay. First line can be package statement. After the package statement, you can write the number of import statement that is completely based on the requirement. Based on the requirement, you can write number of import statements. Package statement should be first line of the Java program, and after the import statement, we can declare the class. Class is the important element in Java, which is used to declare the variables and methods. Variables and methods. From here to here, if you observe here, from here to here, this is the scope of the class. From line number 38 to line number uh, 70 is the scope of the class. So inside the class, what I declared actually variables. These are the variables, and these are the variables, and these are the
And
methods.
methods.
You can clearly observe how they followed the naming. The same, they followed the naming conventions. Whatever we discussed are right. I will show you a few of other examples also. Now you can see here this one scheduler. In this scheduler, what is this? What is this, guys? Online, guys.
Class name.
Yes, a class name. Next, what is this? Interface name.
Keyword.
Next, these are all the methods. This is a scheduler expression method. And anywhere in the program, wherever, I hope you guys are clear. Like, don't confuse whenever you are writing the program. Don't confuse naming conventions at the time of variables, methods, classes. You guys also should follow the naming conventions. Don't confuse. Most of them, what they are doing whenever they are writing the programs, they are not following the standards. These are the standards. Make sure whenever you are writing the programs, you guys should follow the standards. Okay. Class name, and this is the variable names, and this is the method names. Method names always defined with parentheses. Okay, method name always defined with parentheses. Method name always defined with the parentheses. Okay. This is the cell rate, and this is the variable name, and this is the method name. Method name is the do get method, and this is the class name, and this is also class name. Also class name. Okay. So come develop the projects by using the same standards. Okay. Yeah. So now what you guys will do today? So from today onwards, you guys write programs by using Java naming conventions. Okay, I don't see like nobody is not following the. Uh, I cannot see. I hope I'm. You guys are follow the naming conventions. Okay, so all of you please follow the naming conventions. From today onwards, you can write the using naming conventions. Okay. VS from coming sessions, 20 sessions, you guys should use Notepad. Only Notepad.